we'll be starting in just a second. I'm waiting to get my game booted up. Excuse me. Okay, we're gonna do this. Ugh. Go ahead and switch over my screen here. Oh, I'm telling you, I am glad that tomorrow is Friday. Alright, let's turn up the audio. Put it right about here. Alright, we're going to load the data. Okay, we're loading in. Hope everyone's doing good. Ugh, sorry about that. Welcome in, welcome in. Already got some people chatting. Good to see. Alright. Depot injection. What's a depot injection? I've never even heard of that. I hope it goes well, whatever it is. I did. Username is Warpod86. I haven't set up a server yet, but that's my username. All right, cool. Request is accepted. Remember, I'm streaming. I can't really do too much talking on the phone, but I did get your message. Hello, hello. What time is it in Austria for you, Tommy? Just out of curiosity. Oh, wow, it's late for you. Damn. No, I take that back. That's only 10:30, right? I always get that confused. I always think of it as like it's doubled, but no, it's like 10:30. Which, you know, it's not like super late, but it's not like super early either. So you're about 5 hours in front of us. Okay. So, this is another, I believe, branching ending. So we're going to save here. We're also going to create a new save. Alright, we got that. Alright. Let's go ahead and set up the tactic. I forgot this was a castle battle. Oh, let's do scale. Okay, take him out. Nope, I pretty happy with who I am, Tommy. I am trying to lose weight, though. I do feel like I'm a little too out of shape. I'm sorry to hear that. I still don't know that I want a full server. At least, maybe not yet. It has been something I've been thinking about. Because I have some friends who stream on Twitch, and they have one. But I don't know that I want to set one up just yet. I mean, we're not that big of a community. It's like 5 or 6 of us. If I did set one up, I would probably do it myself. And then probably just make some admins afterwards. Which again, I don't know that I want to right now. I'm not sure why that would be, Tommy. I'm not a therapist, so I can't say what the criteria are. I have been diagnosed as being depressed for a brief period back when I was in college, but that was for, again, a brief period. I've since, not had to take medication for it.
Let he who desires death face me.
I don't think one's gender determines one's value. I think it's a person's actions and values. Are girls in general treated, better than boys in Austria? Or is it, maybe you're thinking just something different would be better? Because you're just unhappy with the way things are now? Possibly. I just mean, you know, is it that you're unhappy and you just want something to change and it doesn't matter what it is? Or is it actually, you know, that kind of thing?
We cannot lose! We must not lose!
Well, you're young. You got time to figure it out. Just remember. No. Okay, yes, there are. If you're having suicidal thoughts, you know, obsessing over things isn't gonna, you know, help anyone. Yeah, absolutely. You can say whatever you want. I'm not going to stop you.
Now!
Well, that's a very interesting theory. My response would be, I mean, I don't know. I don't really want friends for monetary support. It's good to have, friends who are, supportive. But, you don't necessarily need to be young and a woman to get friendships.
Turn around.
Everyone has problems in their life. Some are easier to deal with than others. That's certainly true. But no one's life is, perfect. At least that's what I've found. That's my personal experience.
At the end of a desperate battle, Sun Quan repelled Liu Bei. After retreating as far as Paidi Castle, Liu Bei falls ill and dies. Zhuge Liang, having been entrusted with the future of Shu, seeks to revive the alliance with Wu. Feeling threatened by Cao Cao, Sun Quan accepts. The three kingdoms of Wei, Wu, and Shu are established. A few years later, Sun Quan declares himself emperor.
My brother fulfilled our father's destiny and conquered Jiangdong. Zhou Yu defeated Cao Cao's immense army, but they are both now dead. Unification through force is no longer possible.
But brother, your ability to nurture a country to prosperity far exceeds theirs.
Maybe. I, as Emperor of Wu, will protect this land until the end. I will make it the most prosperous land on earth. That is my oath.
Wei and Shu exhausted their strength through years of fighting. On the other hand, Sun Quan focused on domestic affairs, avoiding meaningless conflicts. For this reason, Wu survives the longest of the three kingdoms.
Alright. Cutscene's over. So about what you said, Tommy, it's always important to remember from TikTok, social... you're good. TikTok, social media, you're just getting a glimpse of people's lives and thoughts. You're not with them 24/7, people act a certain way when they're on camera that may not be accurate to real life. If you don't know this girl in real life, you honestly have no frame of reference. Now, her dad may buy her everything, but is that going to help her in the long run? Once, she gets older, maybe her dad can't support her, maybe he gets sick, maybe he dies. There is something to be said to experiencing, some level of hardship. And as for people bullying you, that sucks. That happens. I know it's rough. I had a very similar thing in school when I was in high school. Not so much in high school, but more middle school. I was kind of a weird kid. I did not have a lot of friends. Only a couple of people who, I think really liked me. Even superficially. It is hard to make friends for some people, and I understand that, especially. Even today, I feel like, I don't do the best job of keeping close with people. It's one of those things that some people just have to work extra hard at, and it's not easy, and it's tiring, and it's draining, and it is rough. I don't know anyone at your school, obviously. I can't comment on that. But I will say kids in general, especially with other kids, and if there aren't enough adults around to kind of, keep track of them, kids are assholes, by and large. And they're especially assholes to each other. And, even kids who are sometimes bullied, like myself. I would occasionally say things to hurt people. I'd call them, stupid. Just stupid childhood insults. And that wasn't right of me. And that probably didn't help matters. And I don't have an easy answer for you, I'm sorry to say. But I would say just don't lose hope. Don't give in to despair. Try to find something you're passionate about. That's like a skill or an issue or even just an art form, an art medium. Just something that, lets you focus your energy on and your time. Just something that will, at the start it'll just be to help you distract yourself from feeling bad, but eventually it can turn into a passion, something that makes you happy just in and of itself. Games are good. Maybe you could work on things that, maybe you could learn to work on a game, or do art for a game, or some type of asset creation. With AI becoming so much more prevalent, learning to use AI effectively is going to be a very valuable skill, because it's not going anywhere, at least if the way things keep trending that way. Or look at game music. Video games always are going to need music, and AIs can get you in trouble with music, at least these days. That'll get you in bad trouble if they sample the wrong thing. So you could always try and practice with sound mixing, audio mixing, DJing. Heck, write stories. Write freaking poetry. I know it's a weird thing to do these days, but, just put yourself out there in a way that, you don't necessarily have to be you. It could just be your thoughts and feelings. That's one of the great things about the internet. You can write stories anonymously. There are plenty of, forums and things like that where you can get your ideas out there, get feedback. So, we did the normal playthrough. Let's reload that last save and get another ending. Oh, did not mean to do that. Well, I mean, if it's a binary choice, I don't know. I don't know what it's like to be a girl or a psychopath, so I can't say one or the other. I'd prefer to remain myself. But, you know, women can be psychopaths, too. That's not a... Just because you're one doesn't mean you can't be the other. It is rare for women to be psychotic, but it is possible. So I don't know, honestly. I mean, me personally, I don't think I'd be a very good girl, but I don't know that I would want to be psychotic either. Well, I'm not sure which TikTok girl you mean, but a rich bimbo or a psychopath, I guess I would take the rich TikTok girl in that scenario. I said bimbo. That's not fair. I don't know this girl. She might be very intelligent for all I know. Yes, you can. Believe it or not, America, at least these days, especially doesn't care if you have a criminal record. Now, it might cause problems. You might have to do more and jump through more hoops, but yes, you can go to America if you've been to prison. Especially if you were a minor. They rarely hold it against minors. Well, if you have that much by the time you get here, you'll be doing just fine. That's good money. Now, it wouldn't probably get you as far in, say, New York or L.A., but you could still have a good solid foundation there. But if you were like in like Texas somewhere or Florida, or maybe like Georgia or something like that, you'd have a lot more buying power.
Worthless carrion, out of my way!
For 500 grand, yes, easily. You could, yeah. Just be aware, not everywhere has a basement in the U.S. Only certain states do. You find those more in the Midwest and the Northeast. Five houses, 500K. I don't know if you could get 5, but you could definitely you could buy 2 or 3. It depends on where you're choosing to live, but you could probably get 2 or 3 and do decent. As for never working again, it would depend on the rent, obviously, because you do have to pay property taxes and all that stuff every year. You'd want to you would want to set it up as like a business, probably. Oh, 22 million, you're fine. You could put that shit in the bank and just live off the interest. If you just live if you lived in like a small town somewhere, you could just put that in interest and hell, you could buy like a house out in the country somewhere and raise chickens or and just grow your own food if you wanted, or just not buy, if you just went and got groceries and just had you could do just fine with that. And would obviously, if you wanted to turn that into a business, you easily could, but you wouldn't have to. But again, even with 500 grand, you could be pretty happy. Probably, well, as far as I know, there is no law preventing someone from another country being governor. I think that would depend on the state. It would depend on the state, probably. I tell you this, you could easily get into politics, and if you gave enough money to one of the political parties in the right state, you'd at least be able to get a job at some level. I will say it is very rare for non-U.S. citizens to become governors. I'm only aware of, like, well, Arnold Schwarzenegger, obviously. And obviously, immigrants have been governors, but I think a lot of them, I don't know. I think that'd be difficult, to say the least. It's not impossible, but it would be hard to do. I did the wrong. I meant to flank with that guy. Hello. I did say. I said if you got like, yes, it is possible. It would be very hard to do though. There is nothing preventing you, like legally speaking, to being a governor. Although it would be, of course, a lot easier if you, again, were wealthy. And it would depend on the state you live into. Some states, they're probably not going to elect a non-native, a non-American citizen.
Retreat!
Okay. Okay, it's another one down. Now, Shi Ji, the guy that we just defeated, he was actually governor before this period. In fact, he was kind of in charge of the extreme south of China. There are those that consider him like the first Vietnamese because like he kind of used the locals there to try to establish himself as like an independent king. And I believe it was Sun Quan that put him down eventually. Guy or girl? I would say girl. In fact, I have kissed ugly girls before, I would say. You know, cute girls too, but... Look, first of all, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, or the beer holder, as the case may be. But, you know, if you have a connection with a person, and you can overlook a lot. Also, I'm just not into dudes. Just in general. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but it's just not for me. At least I've never seen a man that I thought was like attractive, like honestly. Or at least I should say I've never seen a man that like I would want to be with in any way. Like there are dudes I could say, "Hey, what's up, Carolina Mapping? How's it going?" You missed the first ending, the canon, the historical ending. But we do have a... we are getting ready to get a second ending for the Wu campaign here. He is talking the stream. Yeah, the stream, I think it was Monday, I had a... phone call that I had to deal with, so I did mute myself for a little while there. Ah, you're good. Hey, we've all made audio errors. Oh, and I downloaded the app you told me about on my phone, and it looks very interesting, but I tried to connect it to my Google account, and it won't let me, like, I put in my Google credentials, and it just, like, sits there loading. Welcome back, welcome back. I'm actually going to try to make a short with it a little bit later. From Silent Hill the recent Silent Hill game they put out. Yep, CapCut. We'll see if it works. I've been using Clipchamp to make my podcast, which it used to be a lot better, but they've started like making you integrate your freaking Microsoft account with it. It's not very good. I mean, it's free, so you know I can let them get by with some of that stuff. Oh yeah, like I'll definitely look up tutorials. Like that's one of the great things about like shareware like that. There's always like usually a pretty good community. I am red. Yes, I am playing Wu. If you're familiar with the Three Kingdoms period, or if you've ever played a Dynasty Warriors game. I did the historical path, where you end the game and the Three Kingdoms, you know, they're ruled by their respective families. Okay, well, this is made by the same company that did Dynasty Warriors, and in fact, they used some similar models for, like, some of the officers. It's just like a tactical game. Ah, Tommy, come on. We're just having some fun. We're just streaming. I don't value any of my... The only viewer that I put any, like, I rate above any other is my brother. But this lets you have this lets you basically do different routes. Like there are ahistorical endings. I did a couple of Cao Cao's. I did Cao Cao's Three Kingdom ending. I did his late unification ending. And I just completed Wu's historical ending. And this is a second ending you can get as Wu. That lets you, you pick it basically during the last chapter. You can either fight Liu Bei at Yang'an, which is where historically Liu Bei died, or you can go to Liu Bei's capital, Chengdu, which is what I'm doing now. Oh, crap. Got a lot of ambulances going out right now. I hope no one's too badly hurt. I live next to a fire department and down the street from a police station. And also, like, a medical, like, hub. So if you hear any sirens going off, I do apologize, but that's what that is. Let's revive. Is there anyone else that can revive? He can boost, but he's not going to get hit by it. Yeah, let's volley these fools up. Yeah. They actually made 2 of these games. Yeah. So, both of my Wu... Like, I did my first Wu campaign, and I accidentally reused a Wei title. So I was like, oh, well, I'll just change it to this. And then I did the one yesterday. Or not yesterday, but Tuesday. And then I accidentally reused the one. Yes, it is a PS2 game. It is, yes, as you can tell from the graphics, it is PS2. They did a sequel to this, which has better graphics. They changed the combat to be a little bit less simplistic. They gave your armies better progression. And they added, like, more alternate scenarios. They also added Lu Bu as a playable faction, instead of just the Three Kingdoms. And what I'm going to do, because I did 2 of Cao Cao's endings on stream. He'll be back. It's kind of late for him. He's in Austria, so it might be his bedtime. It's like 11:30 there. We were having some philosophical discussions. I hope he's doing okay, though. It's not easy being young these days. Like, I'm not that old, but I do feel bad for him. I hope he gets he starts feeling better. This might do it. Yep. He's a good kid. Just having some school problems and just worried about growing up, that kind of thing. Which, you know, I think everyone had to deal with at some level. Alright, that's the second ending now.
Sun Quan withstands Liu Bei's offensive, then launches a counterstrike, taking down Liu Bei's fortresses, one after another. Ultimately, they reach the walls of Chengdu.
That was it.
It is a shame. My talents were not enough to prevail.
Oh shit. I'm surprised they actually showed him dying.
And Zhuge Liang die, and Liu Bei's forces collapse. The country is now divided in two, with Cao Cao in the north and Sun Quan in the south.
Yes,
each
Wu
declared
indeed.
himself
Wu.
emperor. The powers of Wei and Wu continued to struggle against each other, but Sun Quan was never able to unify the land.
Okay, Two Kingdoms ending. Nice. Nice. And kind of show you like how the trees work. I'll show you here. Once you beat a faction, you unlock a like their mission tree, like a history tree, and it kind of shows you to help you figure out how to get to alternate endings. Most of the time, it's easy to tell though. Like it's just you choose what to do. But like for Sun Ce, well, the Wu campaign, you start as Sun Ce, and then you do his events, and then you form the Kingdom of Wu, and then you get a choice. And the historical choice is that you try to go north, and that Sun Ce gets injured and dies, and his brother takes over. And those are the Three Kingdoms ending and Zhuge Liang's death are the ones I got. So, I did something that I didn't think to do during Cao Cao. I saved before each choice, so I won't have to do quite as much like reloads and stuff. So, we're gonna go here and do this Sun Ce reload here, because I've only been streaming like an hour. I want to probably stream for another hour or so. I've got friends who stream on Thursdays, so my streams tend to be shorter on Thursdays. That's cool, man. I appreciate you coming by for however long you can. You know, I always encourage people, even if it's just for a couple of minutes, to stop on in. I appreciate it either way. Ooh, I may have cut this a little close here. We'll see. I think I have enough time. Neutral party, my ass. You killed my dad.
Meanwhile, Cao Cao defeats Yuan Shao and takes Hebei, becoming the greatest power in the land. It was clear that Cao Cao's next target was the south. Sun Ce sets out to expand in order to withstand Cao Cao. He turns to subjugating local rulers, beginning with Liu Biao.
Sun Quan has chosen... Sun Quan? No, we're Sun Ce. He's chosen Zhang Jia as his next target. Thank you for the help. Welcome, welcome. Yep, got my... got the next path started, the next chapter. Basically, as soon as you pick your target, it changes the scenario. But it does move me all the way back here? Okay, well. Juwan. Who's he friends? Juji. Okay. Chinese names are really interesting. Like, their characters say more about them than the pronunciation. Also, a lot of these early Koei games, they use the old Wade Giles pronunciation, which I think people don't really like anymore. They do like that new standard pinyin. So Sun Se, or Cao Cao, you know, is how we would read it in English, like naturally, but it's probably closer to Sun Se and Cao Cao. Alright, we can overwrite that. I think it's like Sun Tzu. Yeah, yeah. Sun Tzu. Oh, do I have anyone that can recruit him right now? Sun Tzu's campaign's a little bit harder than other people's, in my opinion. Especially if you go the historical route, because the time jumps, like the years jump more, so you get less like battle opportunities than the other factions. You should. It's a fun game. You know, and I'm sure you're aware of ways to, you know, bypass finding a physical disc. I do have the physical discs, though, because I kept them from my youth. So I actually have them in my computer, running them. Do I have to worry about anyone? Ooh, yes I do. Zhu Shu is dangerous. He could pit me. The battle system in this is very straightforward. Basically, you just aim to kill the enemy commander. In every battle. And it ends immediately. They changed it in Dynasty Tactics 2. There are some that... yeah, you could definitely get it for the price of macaroni. You know, or the price of free, depending on. But the they changed it up a little in 2. There are some battles where you have to eliminate everyone. What are the numbers looking like? So we're slightly stronger. Okay, that's good. Ideally, I would like to capture Gan Ning and Zhu Shu in this fight too, but we might have to hold off on that. We'll see. Yeah, you have the guys with the little flags, the little triangular flags, those are tacticians. So you want to give them to people who have high intelligence stats. And what they can do is they can basically freeze an enemy unit and let you link your tactics together across different parts of the battlefield. So you can basically chain tactics together, and each one gets progressively stronger. And ideally you want to make it so you hit as many people as possible with stronger and stronger tactics to like eliminate them quickly. Like this guy is just using one tactic. Yeah, I think he did too, but he'll be back. Like I said, it's late for him. He might be going to bed. It's like 11. Hell, it's almost 12 there. You can. There are ways to trap them. There are two different abilities. One's called Pit and one's called Taunt. And essentially it will draw an enemy. You can draw them potentially all the way across the map, and they'll be isolated. And that's kind of the way to do it, honestly. Especially if you are outnumbered. That's something you have to do as Sun Quan. You don't have to do it as much with Cao Cao, because he just has access to so many officers to begin with. Liu Bei, you have to do it early on. Or you don't have to, but it makes things easier. It makes things a lot easier. And of course, the dude with the big flag is your main leader, your main commander. Of course, your troop numbers are your HP, and then you have morale. And the higher your morale, the faster you move each turn. I might be able to kind of show you a good chain here. We'll see. We shall see. I don't know if I'll be able to set a good one up this turn or not. Oh, and sometimes your tacticians will get special abilities. Like that, they made my leader move last. You also have skills that will activate if your morale gets high enough. And they're all different. Everyone has their own kind of deal. Trying to figure out what the best option is going to be here, but I don't know if it'll matter. We'll try volley, but I don't think that's going to work. You know what? We're gonna try it. I don't know. Yeah, oh no, we're not gonna try it because it's not gonna work. At least not just yet. We will in a minute. Decoy. We can try this one, but I don't think it will work. Okay, let's give it a shot. Let's see what we can do.
Leave it to me.
Oh, I just did ambush. I should have done all attack. That was my bad. Yeah, it's not going to be a great one. Okay, we got one. Oh, we captured him. Okay, great. It's a lot easier to capture guys in this game than it is in 2. Well, I should say, if you capture them in a battle, they're yours. They join your army. There are certain officers that can never be captured. But in Dynasty Tactics 2, you can capture them, but then you have to try and recruit them. And some guys you have to capture multiple times for it to actually work. Oof, Ganing's strong. That's gonna suck. Ooh, okay, yeah. You do, but it's better in the long term to capture them. Unless, you know, you can just, you know, take their leader out instantaneously. That's always an option. You always have that as a backup plan. What you end up usually doing to make things easier is to, like, you may kill, like, 2 or 3 guys and then kill the leader.
My blade hungers. Come!
Or you may do what I'm gonna do. Like, maybe kill 2 guys plus the leader. You generally don't have to worry about one guy doing one tactic. You really just have to worry about, you know, guys doing like 3 or 4. That's when they really hurt you. See, the leader's dead. We've already won this fight. Now the question's going to be, how many guys do we beat? Ah! Okay. Okay. That's good. That's good. Oh, I would have loved to beat Gonding. You know, I'm glad tomorrow is Friday. That's kind of how I am with with today. It wasn't too bad. It was just very busy. I just felt like I haven't been able to catch my breath. It's been like non-stop. But I am ready for the weekend. I'll put it that way. How about yourself? Yeah, that's how it goes. I hear you on that one. Alright, let's make sure we've got our tactics the way we want it. Give him boost. Yeah. One guy, tactics, boost, yeah, okay. Oh, by the way, raid, single best, in my opinion, one of the best tactics to use in combat for strong guys. That's good. Always good. Oh, he doesn't have anything else yet. Okay. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna save real quick, start this battle, but while that's going on, I'm gonna use the restroom and grab another drink. I will be right back. Okay. Cool. so back. Let's see. Probably not a good idea just to have the army just sitting in the river. But that might not be a choice. Do Ram. Ram's probably the easier one to do. Okay, I lucked out. He basically reconstituted an army from scratch, and they're made up of a bunch of guys that are injured. It does take a little bit of time for your men to recover troops. You can speed it up by doing a lot of tactics to end a fight, I think. Or you recover more after a battle if you have like a big couple of big combos. Still got a decent sized army though. He's got 33,000 men.
Together, we will surely win.
Also, the voice acting in this is just terrible. I think they did it with like the localization staff. Like I think they were all doing voices. Fearwork archers. There are archers that do have fire arrows, and that's a very annoying tactic. It will confuse your men. Depots are good because they passively, if your units are within their radius at the start of a turn, they get a morale boost. Which morale, again, makes them go faster, and it also activates their skills quicker.
We will surely win.
This mother... Only 400 people, though, across 2 units got hurt, so not a big deal. Yeah, I think I will probably do that. I'm gonna set up like a big combo here in a second. Or I'm gonna try to at least. here's what we're gonna do. Does he have anything that'll help? No. 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 Alright, we're gonna do... Hopefully it'll be a 4 combo, but I have a feeling it's only gonna be a 3 combo. Alright, we captured one guy. That's pretty good. That's not good. Okay, they didn't do too much damage, but a couple of my guys are confused, so that sucks. They're basically not going to get a turn. They'll skip a turn. If I boost him, that'll heal at least one of those guys. Okay, I can heal Sun Se with with one of my spies. Hell, maybe not. Damn, they keep confusing my units. Oh, hold on. YouTube Studio's being a little weird. Yeah, but once this... Okay, there it is. Okay, it's back. Once this battle's over, this chapter ends, so we're going to recover automatically. So it's not a huge loss.
My blade hungers. Come! Retreat! Retreat!
Oh, God. Please let me not have some confused units for one turn. Okay. Boost. We're gonna do this, I think. Put him here. Okay, this should be all she wrote. I was hoping to capture Gan Ning, but I'll just capture those other two guys. Should be fine. I forgot about the guy I had trapped. I don't know if I'll kill him or not. We'll see. Okay. That's that. You're good, Carolina. You don't have to type any more than you want to. Believe me, I'm glad to have lurkers just as much as chatters.
A few years after Sun Ce had gained control of Jiangxia, Cao Cao's forces begin advancing south. A terrified Jing province surrenders without a fight. Having easily obtained Jing, Cao Cao sends Sun Ce an ultimatum, ordering him to surrender or be destroyed.
Cao Cao has invited me to go hunting with him. By likening war to hunting, he apparently thinks he's being clever. It looks like some believe we should surrender, but I have no qualms about fighting. I am well aware of that.
Cao Cao! Your reign of terror is at an end! You're not a hero! My bow is aimed for the heavens!
During Sun Ce's frantic preparations for battle, Liu Bei's messenger, Zhuge Liang, arrives in camp with a proposal to join his forces to fight Cao Cao. My lord, Liu Bei has long heard of the courage and strength of Lord Sun. I dislike flattery. Come to the point. Forgive me. I have come to offer our aid to you in your upcoming battle against Cao Cao. You would aid us in our fight. Jing is soon going to be overrun by Cao Cao. How is the landless Lord Liu going to fight? Yes, among the general's lands is Jiangxia. This overlooks Jiangliang in the west and borders Lukou to the south. Our forces will defend this land. If General Sun holds Chaishan, we will be able to catch Cao Cao between our two forces and destroy him. In other words, we'll fight Cao Cao with you, so give us Jiangxia, right? I would prefer not to put it that way. How about, we will defend your land of Jiangxia for you? what was it, the Three Kingdoms? After we defeat Cao Cao, you use Jiangjia as a starting point to take Jing and then Yi. Is that about right? My lord is king. There is no response to that, and so I will withdraw and await your answer. Allowing Liu Bei into Jingxia will certainly provide a breakwater against the forces of Cao Cao. If that is what you want, then the alliance is an excellent idea. However, in the long run, allowing Liu Bei to gain strength is not a wise plan. I do not need aid to defeat the lights of Cao Cao. Sun Ce pressed for an immediate showdown with Cao Cao. However, Zhou Yu opposes this and urges him to wait to meet Cao Cao in a naval battle on Shangjiang. Sun Ce accepts this idea. He agrees to concentrate on preparing his forces until Cao Cao defeats Liu Bei and overcomes all of Jing. Thanks. I'm trying my best. It's hard for me to remember what voices to give to people. Okay, we can either ally with Liu Bei or pacify the land within the time given. Alright, we're going to make 2 saves real quick. Yeah, we're going to pacify Carolina mapping. I think that's the run I want to do here. I'm just upgrading my unit types real quick. I don't need intelligence growth. Infantry. Oh, I need to upgrade his units as well. You have less money for E4. Yeah, E4 is like that. I need to get some Hoi 4 stuff. I don't get paid till next Friday. I've got to wait to get some games. Oh, did that Ronin game come out yet? I think that comes out. I pre-ordered that a while ago. I need to see if that's out or if that's out tomorrow. That might be the next next game I get, or the next game I stream. Shishin. This will be a quick fight. It's got one named officer and a couple of generic units that are just there to give you some experience. We're going to hold off on that one a little bit. We're not going to use that just yet. We'll save it. We'll still save it. I think probably next turn I'll use it to set up some kind of funny devastating chain tag or something. Okay, well, that's not good, but we can work with that still. Here we go.
I am the little conqueror. Prepare to die.
Raid. Yep.
I am the little conqueror. Prepare to die.
We're gonna build an arrow tower right by this dude. Take him out. That one sucks. We're not going to use that one at all. Ooh. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Confuse one unit. We're gonna keep him confused. That's what he gets for rebelling. Yeah, Tommy, I can. I need to do the Goose Step achievement. You know, the one that gets you that gives you the you have to get like 125% discipline or something. I've never done that achievement. I need to do that one. I'll make that my next the next run I do after I beat Switzerland. Or if I fail Switzerland again, I'll take a break from Switzerland and I'll do Prussia. I haven't played, good lord, I haven't played Brandenburg in forever. Or maybe you should do it as the Knights. They can form Prussia now too, I think. Colonial Prussia. I can try. I don't know if I'm that good, but I could definitely try. I know Germany, when, you know, if you eventually forward Germany with Prussia, you can, I think Germany has some colonial missions. I could maybe vassalize, or not vassalize, but I could maybe steal Norway from Denmark, and then have Norway colonize for me, and then when I inherit Norway, I could get a hold of their colonies. That might be a way to do it. Yes, the Teutonic Knights, they can form Prussia now. I think they've been able to do it since Emperor, I want to say. They gave the knights some weird mission trees. You can, well, not mission. Well, yeah, they're like adjustable mission trees. Like you can either like become a horde, and like a crusading horde, or you can form Prussia and join the Holy Roman Empire. They have a couple different ways you can play them. Jiuzhu and Cao Ren have entered battle with Liu Bei and Zheng Fei. Jiuzhu's army has achieved victory. Alright, next scenario. Pressed by Cao Cao, Liu Bei fled Jin. Liu Bei and all his officers disappeared. Meanwhile, Cao Cao set an advanced force across the Changjiang and occupied Lukou. The showdown between the forces of Sun Ce and the forces of Cao Cao was fast approaching. Cao Cao's force, gathered from the heavily populated Zhongyuan area, was said to approach 1,000,000 yen. My lord, you were missing this morning. Yes, we had excellent weather today, so I decided to take a ride and see how the enemy was formed. By yourself? It's faster that way. There is no one around who can keep up with me. My lord, a commander of men must not place himself in danger unnecessarily. Think of your men. If anything were to happen to you, it would mean our defeat. Don't get so angry. Actually, I brought back some interesting information from my ride. I have learned where the enemy's supply depot is. All supplies are being gathered at Mount Juktie. Also, the defenses there are rather weak. Cao Cao defeated Yuan Shao by burning his supplies. Do not believe he would allow the same thing to happen to himself. I saw it with mine own eyes. There is no mistake. Cao Cao is taking me lightly. He believes I will try for a naval battle on the Changjiang. And so, what do you believe we should do? We must attack Mount Jutie and burn his supplies. Without supplies, Cao Cao will have no choice but retreat. To open the path to Mount Jutie, we must first take and hold Lukou. When we have that in hand, I will... My lord, you're not going to say that you will personally lead the assault, now are you? Of course I am. The battle will decide the war. Do you think I will let something this fun be done by someone else? But my lord, the commander... Stop, Zhou Yu. Not another word. This is something I must do. Sun Ce has decided to attack Lukou. The armies must be organized for the attack. I hate when they break your armies up and you have to resew them. Decent enough army, honestly. Let's form another one. Alright, this is going to be the last battle for tonight. After this, I'm going to go ahead and call it an evening. We'll be back tomorrow. I'll be doing the... I'll probably be continuing the Switzer Lake playthrough. Either that or this. I'm not sure yet. So, but we'll see. But let's go ahead and finish this up. Let's get to building. Build some depots, get our morale up a little bit quicker. Welcome back, welcome back. You're good. Like I said, I'm fine with people lurking, being quiet. Not a big deal. And I appreciate you regardless.
We cannot lose! We must not lose!
I think Prussia's definitely stronger in EU4. I've actually done the achievement to be America and be independent and have all your cores at that late start date. But it is not easy. You have to get lucky. Prussia's way stronger, in my opinion. Their militarization is just insane. You can make Prussia disgustingly powerful. Of course, they do try to keep you a little bit weak by nerfing your governing capacity. But there are ways around that, obviously. Okay. Fuck you, Xiaodun. Okay, there we go. Now he's confused. He'll boost, he'll flank. He's going to all attack. Alright, here we go. Just gotta make sure that no one gets hit. Okay. Alright, and now we destroy at least 2 units, including the leader. Maybe 3. We'll see.
Fall back!
Whoa. And we captured Zhang Liao? Fuck yes, dude. One of the best officers in the game. That's an excellent question, Carolina. For this campaign, this is probably the halfway point. There's probably 3 more scenarios after this. I skipped like the initial couple because I had those save games, but those are just literally just, you can't do anything different than those. And I had already had like the best opening, so I wasn't going to redo those. But now we get a cutscene. After occupying Luko, Sun Ce quickly formed a special assault force. He personally took command of the force and attacked Cao Cao's supply depot at Mount Jutie.
We're under attack! First, take out the guards. Now, set the camp on fire. Put out the fire! Success is ours! Pull back before the reinforcements arrive!
Sun Ce's assault went without a hitch, and the supply depot was burned to the ground. With this defeat, Cao Cao's overwhelming numbers became a liability, and supplies became a problem. Cao Cao was forced to forgo his dreams of conquest and return with his army to Zhuchang. Though the people of Wu were giddy with victory, Sun Ce himself had not escaped unharmed. During the battle of Chi Bi, Sun Ce, who had personally led the pursuit, had been surrounded. Though his bold spear allowed him to escape, he was badly wounded. However, not wanting to show his weakness, he orders the men with him to silence, and says nothing of his wound to Zhou Yu and the other officers.
Through his own brilliance, Sun Ce repelled Cao Cao's army. Leading men to defend Jing, Cao Cao gathered his defeated army and retreated. Riding the waves of victory, the Wu army surges toward the Jing province.
Sun Ce has decided to campaign into both northern and southern Jing. Alright, well that's where we're going to stop for tonight. We will be back. Prussia, if you do it right. France has the potential, but I think Prussia's national ideas and setup make them a lot stronger. But you can make France as strong, you just have to build it the right way. And you also have to expand more to get the same strength as Prussia. Prussia can do much more with much less, in my opinion. But, okay, yeah, so that's where we'll end for tonight. I'll be back streaming tomorrow. I'm not sure if I'll continue this or if I'll continue Switzer Lake. But, yeah, we'll be streaming this tomorrow and the rest of this weekend. So, thanks everyone who stopped by. Tommy, Carolina Mapping. We had a couple other people drop in. I really appreciate you guys. And I will see everyone tomorrow. Peace.